developed this trait because of his relationship with God. Also, he was a shepherd. He tended.
Help us. Okay, even with this quality, how come David sinned? Is the woman the most he humbled himself before God and he repented. That will be taken from 2 Samuel 12, 1 to 5 and 2 Samuel 9 to 13. The last one we are rushing now.
Ushers, can you help us with 2 chairs? Just 2. Ushers, please. I know you want to continue, but group 1, who is your rep? I have to break it, I'm sorry. You've written enough? Good. Thank you. Group 2, who is representing you? Can you imagine if you have to discuss the 2, you won't have time for anything. Okay, thank you, thank you. Can we turn around now? Can we? Sorry, the time is short. We will omit first mention. Go straight to. You want more time? Yes, group 1. What can we say about David's character when he was first mentioned? Okay. Yeah, group 1, please.
Okay, on David's first mention, we could see that he was good looking with pleasant eyes and he had a beautiful countenance. And looking further at the next chapter, he also spoke about how he was skillful, a man of valor, a man of war, eloquent, handsome, and also the Lord was with him. So those were the attributes of David on his first mention.
Any other passages to pick some of his characters?
Okay.
Because that was part of the question. What other character would you notice about David? Let me add this, that David was one of 8 children, depending on which passage of the Bible you are looking at. The first 3 went to war. David was the last or second to the last. Why was he the only one being sent after the sheep? What were the remaining 3 doing? 3 or 4. And when the father was going to go and send food to the brothers at the war front, it was still the man who was. Any other? Any other? How did David know about God? Do we have an insight into that? Usually you may not. Unfortunately, well, I don't know, not unfortunately, those are some of the questions I may ask when we get beyond. But then I won't need to ask because I will know even as I am known. Usually, in the early years, the upbringing of a child is heavily upon the mother. But if you say the mother had an influence on David, why only on David? If you look at Genesis, the Arabs are credited with God upon him to believe that a stone will kill a giant. Look at the opportunity, look at the chances. The stone could have missed his mark, isn't it? The stone could have hit somebody who's wearing metal all around and you're throwing stone at him. But the only point of the man that was not covered with metal was where the stone went for straight. Ah, wham! And hit him. I won't reveal a medical fact. There's a medical fact that those who are that tall, that big giant, they have defects in their head, in their skull bones, in the growth. Forget about that. Don't let's go into that. But it hit him, it did. No, before we go to the scene, I cannot imagine anybody breaking into my house, carrying my dog away. I'm not even talking of wife and children. And I'm now asking God, should I pursue? Without thinking, I will pursue. What will you do? Let me tell you something that happened. I had an experience. We were going for Monday morning prayers. We were living in